have done what other artists only dream about. In your own story and words, what did you do to put yourself above someone else equally as talented as you to get there? Was it luck, personality, knowing the right person? If so, what path did you choose to get to the ultimate stage?
First, you have to care. And then second, all of the things you mentioned above. They're all part of the factor. There's so many things. It's all about, the relationship that you build through and where you are at specific moments. So sometimes it feels like luck, or is it actually energy that's kind of moving? Because I believe that everything's about energy. Energy moves energy, right? That's what makes a great band, a great musician group. That's why with this band, what's so beautiful about this band is the energy that moves. It's like all these unique personalities to come together. So what you're talking about is if you have that spark where you care enough and it becomes something that you really, really want to do, then your attention gets pulled in that direction, right? And then that attention is what starts to bring things together. And as you start meeting different people, those energies start to click and stuff starts to move. So, it's all of the above. It is, but I think it's really the most important thing is having a curious mindset, right? Being curious and being kind is a good thing. I think for overall, for the long term. Right? I mean, there's some people that aren't so kind that get up there and they make a lot of stuff, but then you kind of question how does their soul feel? What do they feel like every day when they get up, right? That's the question. So, in my mind, it all comes back to my favorite subject, which is consciousness. The more conscious you are, and what I mean by that, it's actually consciousness is basically aligning with, the entire source of this whole thing. And so, if anything, the more you take that sort of inward journey to kind of feel how you get into that space where you're constantly not getting caught up by what you're thinking about, but actually looking at what's real, because the only thing that's real is you and me talking.
Yes.
Right? So all of these things become part of it. Again, there's a certain kind of level of drive, and then it's relationships and luck at times, and just somebody you meet. I've had times when I've met, my Supertramp gig came because of spending time in a bar. Then the guy sat in the back of a bar I didn't know, and he'd show up every week at my gig I played. And then next thing you know, we become friends. I find out what he does, and then a couple of years later, he calls me up and says, "Hey, man, we're looking for somebody, right? Come audition." So I went and auditioned, got those gigs. So you just never know where it's going to come from, right? So it's a combination of all of that. But most importantly, you gotta love it. You gotta just want it. For me, the whole thing growing up in the music space was all about, I just gotta eat, drink, sleep all day long. I loved it so much, right? And it wasn't about the money as much as it was just trying to figure out how to get good so that I could play with good players.
Yes.
When you play with good players, it feeds the whole machine, and you get excited because that's how you learn. It's like when you're around good players, it takes your ears, you start training your ears. So anyway, that was a very long-winded answer.
Perfect.
So we went surfing on a whole bunch of things, and we're going to have a great time tonight playing here at this beautiful place here, the Token
Lounge.
The Token Lounge, world famous Token Lounge, right? This is a place, and you know what's great about the Token Lounge? It's got an old school vibe. You can feel that there has been a lot of music played in that room. A lot of soul in that room has happened, and I think tonight's going to be a great night. We got a great lineup. I think we've got some surprises with those girls that are coming in that are going to sing, that are just like, it's next level kind of stuff, spirit and energy again. So it's going to be a fun night. I've got meeting new friends here with my buddy Kenny Olson, kind of introducing us to this part of the world, and we're going to get to go play some timeless music. We get to put our own spin on it. That's what's fun about it. We're more like a jam band, like, the jam bands around the Grateful Dead, right? They have those kind of jam bands. Well, we're like a jam band around the Pink Floyd music, right? So we take that stuff, we open it up, we're playing along, Perkins will throw it into a reggae groove for a while, and then we'll just make noise. And we'll play and have a good time. But it's such timeless music, and it's so much fun to play. So it's gonna be a rocking good night at the Token Lounge. Here we go. See you later. Goodbye.
Can you believe it? This is awesome. I love you, Scott. Thank you.
You're more than welcome. Bye.